It eats me up. We're going to pop up a poster later and take it down. We're going to see if. Well, I don't want to go into it. But yes, and you sort of narrowly missed the Christmas #1 slot. Were you gutted?
No, not at all.
You were sat listening that night, surely.
I spent Christmas crying.
Yeah, actually, that is true. It was quite a difficult time for John. No, we just, we're on our own little independent record label based in Leamington Spa.
Yeah.
We've been playing 200 capacity venues. Then we ended up on Richard and Judy twice. We ended up on Top of the Pops and CD UK, and we had this huge thing happen. So yeah, it was just a laugh, and we're just really happy that it happened.
Do you still hang in Royal Leamington?
Yes,
'Cause
still my hood.
We Dan and I, Tony Dan, we went to university near there, and we used to hang out in we used to hang out in Royal Lem. That's a pretty lively place, isn't it? That's quite the kicking joint. Royal Leamington Spa. You really are rocking and rolling. Do you take advantage of the spa? Is the spa still available?
Unfortunately not. I think it's got Legionnaire's disease or something. So
what was the nightclub? What was the nightclub there?
I think it was called. No, it wasn't Winston's, was it? I've lost.
It was
called
lost in the
Mirage.
midst of time.
Mirage. That would have been.
Probably.
No, I don't think it was. Kelly's?
Kelly's was a student bar.
That was a student bar.
Yeah.
Mirage.
Oh, Mirage.
Oh, fantastic. Are you down there every Friday night?
Yeah.
That's a heck of a joy.
We're the resident MCs there.
Well, listen, you've got a new album, Make It Happen, which you're going to play some tracks for us from. Brilliant. We're really looking forward to it. The sound check was dynamite. So what's the first tune you're going to play for us?
This tune is called Start Beginning, and it's about starting what you love.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
I'm led to believe that Nizlopi live is quite an experience, and from the fact that it's just here in the studio, it's dynamite. And am I right in saying that you enjoy the live performing?
Yeah, well, we've been playing live together since we were 13, and we're 16 this year, so we've been doing quite a lot of work, and we just love getting in the middle of the audience and playing acoustically, or being able to sing something with a guest MC on the stage with us, or just engaging with the audience and getting them going, because we don't think it's about passively consuming a gig, but getting in there and having a good time, basically. So we try and give people a good time.
It's wonderful you say that, because there's so many acts you see and they'll just come out and they won't talk to the audience, they won't acknowledge them, they'll just rattle through, they're slightly contemptuous that they've got to go out and play live. It's great that you understand.
And, these people are paying your living, aren't they? People who come in are good enough to come out on a Thursday night and listen to a gig, they're paying your living, so.
I agree, and sometimes I'll leave the show and there'll be sort of fans, and as I'm stepping into the limo, I will wave to them, I will happily, I will acknowledge that they're there, I won't just ignore them, I'll just, who knows, maybe throw a dirty tissue out for them to fight over, who knows. Who knows what happens. And will you be touring this new album? Will people be able to get to catch you live if they've not previously?
Yes, we're doing a full tour, starting on the 10th of April, and we're going to be in Wales, all around England. In London, we're playing the Union Chapel on the 29th of April, and we're going to be playing all around, and we're going to go over to Ireland as well, so
fantastic.
We're doing a lot of work in April and May.
That's brilliant. Now, you're going to play another tune for us. Do we need to play a song while they set up, or can we go straight into it?
We can do
They're just moving some microphones. I'll just keep you fully abreast here of what's happening. The new Open BBC, there's some microphones being moved now, the double bass is being held, Jude there is right in the middle of it. Luke's just brought his handkerchief out. He is, you're a hanky man. I'm pleased to see that, because I'm one of the only hanky men left in the country.
No, my granddad gave me this one, I love it. So this song, it's a song for England, actually, and people aren't very proud of being English, are they? People are a bit I think maybe a little bit ashamed of our colonial history and things and all of that.
So you're going to reclaim that colonial history?
That's not the plan. The plan is, it's just there's a lot of good things happening in this country. There's been, there's a great music scene, great festival scene. Yeah. There's radicals, revolutionaries. There's good things happening. So
great TV comedy, a lot of good TV comedy.
Exactly, which is very important.
Yeah.
And it's it's a song for that side of England and against some of the nasty stuff that's been going on. So yeah, this is a song for standing up for what you believe in.
Thank you.
And for England and the world, with Jimmy Davis on the microphone. Give it up for Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy on the mic. You better step up to the plate now, Jimmy. We've clapped.
He will. Thank you very much.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much indeed, guys. When is the album released?
Tomorrow, the album's out tomorrow.
That's fantastic. And it's presumably available not only in the shops but also as a downloadable.
Yes, and also from nizloppy.com, nizlopi.com, and that was Little Jimmy Davis on MySpace on the mic there.
Nice work, Jimmy. And I don't know. I know the emails are ablaze. A lot of people are saying that I promised a little bit of to drop a few rhymes. Would you be able to offer me some kind of beat? Yeah, just I need something fairly fast.
I think we need some. Yeah.
Something fairly fast.
John Boy.
Just some beatboxing.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, good. Live on the mic. Yeah. There's a guy in the place, got a bit of street face, and he goes by the name of Ebenezer Good. His friends call him Easer, and he is the main geezer, and he vibes from the place like no other man could. He's refined, he's sublime, he makes you feel fine. He's very much maligned and misunderstood. If you see Easer, he's a real proud Easer. He's ever so good, he's ever good. Forwards and the backwards and the forwards. Easer is a geezer, he loves to muscle. And let's get to the chorus. Easer good, Easer good. Easer good, Easer good. Okay, good, stop. I had to.
When's the album out?
I had to stop there because I don't know if you noticed there was a hidden message in that song, which caused a lot of controversy in about '91. I didn't want to get into that trouble again. Lads, E's are not good. All right, I know that a lot of you are probably going to festivals this year. E's are not good. Okay, but thank you very much indeed, guys, and thanks for that little impromptu session. That's going to have won us major awards. Thank you, guys. Another round of applause. From the new album Diamond Hoo-Ha, that's Supergrass and Return of Inspiration. Thanks very much indeed to Nizloppy. Their album is released tomorrow and it is called Make It Happen. Harry, you just want to drop something in before we go to the news?
Yeah, Ali on the email says that, is it just her or does Stephen Merchant sound like a Dalek when he raps?
Nothing wrong with that. Dalek's very, very popular at the moment. Doctor Who starting again this week. Big show. You said that I also dropped a couple of wrong lyrics.
Yeah, bitter street face, and then you got like an entire line, all the words jumbled up near the end. It was good. I enjoyed it though.
Yeah, but I didn't see you just jumping in there to offer a bit of hip-hop in.
No, my mic was down. I'm not allowed to rap.
Sure, well, we'll see how you fare after the news.
On digital.
From their 1993 album Gold Against the Soul, that's the Manic Street Preachers, of course, and La Tristessa Churera from Silence to Simon Screaming the Sigh, some sighing and the screaming.
You see, that's what makes me wonder that this whole being a cultural reference for the week, this might be struggling because you're struggling with some basic Spanish, or is it French? There. Oh, I'm not helping, am I?
La Tristesse
Churera. La, that's French.
La Aurora. The Tristesse from the Manatics and the Peaches. Steve Shun did music. So thanks very much indeed to Nizloppy. I thought that was great. Little round of applause again for them. As I say, the album out tomorrow, so you will enjoy that. Still to come on the Steve Show. Hopefully, I will drop dead at some point. It's what a lot of people are hoping, and we shall see how my team here cope when that happens. So look forward to that. Prior to that, however, we need to cross-examine some new music, stuff that has landed in the pigeonhole this week, and you, the listeners, can cast your ears across it. Maybe you've not heard it yet, and we'll get some verdicts from the gang here. And first up, the Raconteurs. And they, as you may know, have sort of snuck out their album so that the press cannot get hold of it and criticise it. And it's called Consolers of the Lonely. And from it, this is Salute Your Solution, which we believe will be the first single. Jack White of the White Stripes, obviously, and Brendan Benson, and those other two fellas are the Raconteurs. Their album Consolers of the Lonely is out now. It's snuck out under our noses, and that is released as a single 5th of May. Salute Your Solution. And Tiny Dan, what did you make of it?
I liked it actually, yes. Full of energy, isn't it? I came into the show today, I was feeling a bit tired. It's been a hard week for Tiny Dan at Tiny Dan Towers, and perhaps I was a bit low on energy, but I think Nizloppy boys, they've reinvigorated me.
Perfect.
And I'll tell you what that song didn't take, Steve. Any prisoners.
There were prisoners here, but they did not take them.
They were left. They were untouched.
They left the prisoners.
Yes.
Sammy, if you were a prisoner, would you want to be taken by them? I don't know what that question is.
I'm guessing if you're a prisoner, you're happy to be taken almost anywhere. There are a few
except
places.
to perhaps, the firing squad.
That's one.
Think it through. Come on.
I liked it, and I couldn't believe this when we first heard it. I thought, this is White Stripesy. Of course it is. That's what the White Stripes would be like if they didn't have such a rubbish drummer. That was it, yo.
Wait a
We
minute.
love the drumming.
Let's just sit here. Let's just 64046. Let's just sit and wait for the texts to come in. Meg White, worst drummer in the world, apparently, according to Sammy.
Nothing.
That's what she said. She said she hates Meg White and she thinks she's ugly. That's what she said.
Not any responses.
Not any responses.
On the emails, Stephen.
While we're waiting for those responses, let's have Harry's verdict.
I liked that a lot. I felt a little bit disappointed by the first album, and probably because of that, that's why they've snuck the new album out before I can get my views out to the world. I really enjoyed that. I was always more a fan of Brendan Benson's sort of tuneful loveliness than Jack Stripe, Jack White's sort of heads down grunting. But I really enjoyed that.
Good. Well, I'm pleased you enjoyed it. Just waiting for the emails.
I'll just refresh it again.
Takes time.
Well, while we're waiting for those blistering responses to that slamming judgment from Sammy, I'm going to play you this tune from the Charlatans. They have a new album out, You Cross My Path, which I think they are sneaking out on the webs, and then it will be released physically in May. And they have a single from that album, The Misbegotten, which will be out shortly. Here it is. Releases a single in May. That's The Misbegotten from the forthcoming Charlatans album, or maybe it's already available. Charlatans fans will already know the answer to that. It's not for me to say. And your verdict, please, Sammy.
What came to mind was I love Too Many DJs, where they merge two songs and it sounds better almost than the originals. That to me was like a Too Many DJs of Two Tribes by that band.
Frankie.
I was thinking Duran, terrible.
Oh.
She's so popular, and that other Manchester band, the little band, no one really knows about that.
New Order.
The entire New Order back catalogue.
Yeah. It was like it could have been three of those songs just merged together and create a new super song.
But
I
you
liked it.
You love Too Many DJs, so consequently you love that?
I did like that song, but because I could pick up other songs and sing them along to it. Probably not what they want, but that's why I enjoyed it.
The Charlatans have been around a long time, Tiny Dan, since we were even tinier than you. And is there still a place for them in the music scene?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, when we heard that on our pre-Steve Show huddle earlier, I wasn't really feeling it. We were in the huddle, that was coming along, it was a bit mid-tempo, I'm not sure I was loving it. But maybe it's the Nizloppy boys, they've reinstilled my love of new music.
Sure.
And I really liked it second time around, although it is arguably a little derivative, it's very New Order. But then I love New Order, so I enjoyed it.
The Charlatans, as I said, have been around a long time, Har. I imagine you've never really been a fan, but that one's won you over.
I quite enjoyed it, yeah. I mean, I've got a friend who absolutely loves the Charlatans, but I just don't know how you could ever have any real emotion about them, because they just exist and they're quite nice. They throw out some nice tunes every so often, and that's about it. I enjoyed it, but...
I forgot that you used to express your feelings in noises, and thank you very much for that one.
No probs. Just a text update on Sammy's slating of Meg from the White Stripes. 2 people agree, and 2 people have wasted one of their text bundle from their mobile phone provider, just sending wild abuse.
Good, well that's highly encouraged. We got a new tune from Cadence Weapon after this. The tune is House Music, the artist Cadence Weapon, and it's released sometime in May. Oh guys! Oh no! I've been poisoned by a rabid new music fan who can't bear my droll wittering. I'm collapsing. My heart and my head are giving up. I've just got time to say, in the style of The Apprentice, nominate a Cadence Weapon.
I'm going to put Steve in the recovery position. Boys, take over quick.
Harry, there's no need for us to panic. Steve appears to be turning blue. We're fine. What did you make of Cadence Weapon?
I quite enjoyed it, Dan. It's pretty old school, isn't it? In its musical heritage, and coming out of Canada. A lot of good stuff out of Canada these days.
How can he be so angry coming from Canada? It's a very aggressive record.
Well, they have a lot of accidents with mooses over there, don't they? Or are they moose?
This isn't so easy, is it? Sammy,
really
what did you make of it?
I quite liked it. I did get the aggression. I felt like I was being shouted at, but then it warmed